Forces, Office of National Security Advisor Team, and security agencies continued their offensives against terrorists and other criminal elements in joint operations environment during the week under review. They conducted fighting and peace-building patrols, raids, ambushes, clearance, as well as search and rescue operations, albeit with resounding successes. During the operations across various theaters, several terrorists were neutralized. Their collaborators were also apprehended, while some kidnapped victims were rescued. The week under review also witnessed handover of rehabilitated terrorists to the representatives of Borno State government. Also, gun runners, oil theft collaborators, and other violent extremists were also apprehended. During the week, several air close support operations, armed reconnaissance, patrols, as well as air interdiction missions were conducted by the air component. Between 10 to 20 March, scores of terrorists were neutralized, while others were arrested. Troops also apprehended 23 perpetrators of oil theft and rescued some kidnapped hostages. In the South-South region, troops foiled oil theft estimated to the tune of about 461,783,868 naira only. The breakdown shows 247,629 liters of stolen crude oil and 198,374 liters of illegal refined AGO. Additionally, troops discovered and destroyed 36 crude oil cooking ovens, 42 dugout pits, 28 boats, 33 storage tanks, 65 drums, and 21 illegal refining sites. Other items recovered include pumping machines, tricycles, motorcycles, mobile phones, and some vehicles, among others. In a related development, troops recovered huge cache of assorted arms and ammunition during the week. The weapons recovered include AK-47 rifles, locally fabricated guns, den guns, pumping machines, locally fabricated pistol, and RPG tubes, among others. The ammunitions recovered include various kinds of 7.62 millimeter ammunition, as well as rocket-propelled grenade bombs. A look at Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hiding Kai. Between 10 to 19th March, scores of terrorists comprising adult males, adult females, and some children surrendered to troops within the theater of operation following the ongoing onslaught by our gallant troops. Also, between 10 and 18th March, troops in conjunction with hybrid forces conducted offensive operations including ambushes, fighting patrols, and clearance operations in Goza, Dikwa, Chibok, Bama, Konduga, Dambua, Ngazai, Mungunu, Abadan, and Guzamila local government areas of Borno State, as well as Gujuba local government area of Yobe State, respectively. During the operations, some terrorists were neutralized, others were apprehended, while some kidnapped hostages were also rescued. They also recovered AK-47 rifles, locally fabricated rifles, as well as assorted rounds of 7.62 millimeter special ammunition. Also recovered were AK-47 magazines, improvised explosive devices, several unexploded ordnance devices, as well as 2 vehicles and terrorist motorcycles. From 11th to 16th March, troops also intercepted and arrested 14 terrorist collaborators in Dikwa, Dambua, Gubio, local government areas of Borno State, as well as Gujuba, local government area of Yobe State. During the operations, some customized, improvised explosive devices, batteries, large quantities of PMS, engine oil, some mobile phones, and large quantity of household items were recovered from them. On the 10th March also, troops handed over a total of 75 persons comprising adults, female adults, and some children to the representatives of Borno State government in Maiduguri Metropolitan Council. Now a word on Hadinkai Operation Fansan Yamma. On 10th and 13th March 2025, following intelligence reports about terrorist activities in Chukun local government area of Kaduna State, as well as Zurumi local government area of Zamfara State, troops sprang ambushes against the terrorists. During the encounters, some of the terrorists were neutralized, while some arms and ammunition as well as mobile phones were recovered from them. Similarly, between 10th to 19th March, troops conducted fighting patrols and made contact in Gwadabawa, Tangaza, and Gudu local government areas of Sokoto State, as well as Kaura Namuda and Bungudu local government areas of Zamfara State. Similar operation was also conducted in Katsina local government area of Kaduna State. During these encounters, some terrorists were neutralized, including a senior terrorist fighter identified as Babangida in Kimpintang Saadi Enclave in Kaura Namuda, and arrested others. Troops also recovered some AK-47 rifles, locally fabricated guns, and some cache of assorted 7.62 millimeter ammunition, as well as motorcycles and mobile phones from them. Similarly, from 12th to 16th March, our gallant troops responded to information about terrorist activities in Shanga and Bukuyu local government areas of Zamfara State, as well as Faskari, Damusa, Sabua local government areas of Katsina and Kebbi states, respectively. Similar operations were conducted in Tangaza and Gudu local government areas of Sokoto State. During the encounters, scores of terrorists were neutralized, while others were arrested. Some kidnapped victims were also rescued, and arms and assorted kinds of 7.62 millimeter ammunition, including vehicles and motorcycles, were recovered from the terrorists. On the 13th March, following intelligence reports, troops apprehended 2 suspected terrorists that have been on the watch list and 1 gun runner identified as Shehu Bajuwe in Gudu and Gusau local government areas of Sokoto and Zamfara states, respectively. Now, having had a word on Operation Fansan Yamma, let us talk about Operation Wild Punch. Troops of Operation Wild Punch achieved the following during the week under review. On the 14th March, They conducted fighting patrols in Tuduada local government area of Kano State, as well as Kababunu local government area of Kogi State. During combat, some of the terrorists were arrested. Recovered from the terrorists were locally fabricated rifles with some quantity of 7.62 millimeter ammunition, as well as 2 motorcycles. Additionally, on 14th and 17th March, troops held on anti-kidnapping and anti-criminality operations responded to information about violent extremist activities in Abuja Municipal Council area of the Federal Capital Territory and Isha Northeast local government area of Edo State. During the operations, 3 kidnappers were arrested, while 2 hostages were also rescued. 1 locally fabricated rifle, some live cartridges, and the sum of 17,900 naira only were recovered from them. From 12th to 17th March as well, troops on a credible intelligence arrested 17 suspected criminals in Yaba West and Kaba local government area of Kogi State, as well as Gogolada Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory. Troops recovered from them 2 mobile phones and the sum of 9,000 naira only. Let us now shift our focus to Operation Safe Haven. During the period under review, troops of Operation Safe Haven conducted the following operations. On the 11th March, while on fighting patrol, troops received an AK-47 rifle from Serki Banga in Kanam local government area of Plateau State. The rifle was allegedly found in a farmland abandoned by extremists. Similarly, on 12th March, troops were on stop and search operations in Bokos local government area of Plateau State, intercepted a notorious gun runner identified as Mr. Shingi David. The criminal was apprehended with some rounds of 7.62 millimeter special ammunition and an AK-47 rifle magazine in his possession. Again, on the 12th March, troops while conducting offensive operations made contact with violent extremists in the south local government area of Plateau State, Boko South local government of Plateau State. Following a firefight and in an attempt to disarm a soldier, some of the criminals were neutralized while 2 others were arrested. Items recovered from the criminals include an AK-47 rifle and assorted rounds of 7.62 millimeter special ammunition. A word on Operation Wellstroke, North Central. Troops of Operation Wellstroke recorded the following during the period under review. On 12th and 14th March, they responded to information about the activities of extremists and made contact in Zaki Biam and Akwanga local government areas of Benue and Nasarawa State, respectively. During the firefight, gallant troops neutralized some extremists and their cohorts, identified as Abdullahi, also known as Honu, Jagaban, and Nandanger, among others. A search on their hideout resulted in recovery of some arms and assorted ammunition, as well as mobile phones, motorcycles, ATM cards, ID cards, some SIM cards, POS machine, and assorted charms were recovered. Similarly, from 14th to 16th March, the troops were on anti-kidnapping and anti-criminality operations responded to information about violent extremist activities in Takum, Bali, Lao, and Yoro local government areas of Taraba State, as well as Okonga local government area of Nasarawa State. During the operations, scores of extremists were neutralized. Some suspected kidnappers were also arrested, while 4 hostages were rescued. Troops also recovered some arms and ammunition, as well as vehicles and motorcycles from the terrorists. A word on Operation Delta Safe. Troops of Operation Delta Safe sustained operational tempo against crude oil thieves and other criminals in the Niger Delta during the period under review. Troops recovered 247,629 liters of stolen crude oil and 198,374 liters of illegally refined AGO. Additionally, they discovered and destroyed 36 crude oil cooking ovens, 42 dugout pits, 28 boats, 33 storage tanks, 65 drums, and 21 illegal refining sites. Other items recovered from them include pumping machines, tricycles, motorcycles, mobile phones, and 4 vehicles. Furthermore, 17 oil thieves and other criminals were arrested, while assorted arms and ammunition, as well as 1 extra magazine, were also recovered. Again, on the 13th March, the troops, while on offensive operations, made contact with criminals in Nimbe and Yenagoa local government areas of Bayelsa State, as well as Ugeli, Warri North, and Ethiopia East local government areas of Delta State. During the operations, troops arrested 6 criminals and recovered some arms and ammunition from them as well. Now let's shift our focus to Operation Udoka, Southeast. Troops of Operation Udoka recorded the following during the week under review. From 13th to 18th March, they conducted offensive operations and made contact with IPOP and ASN terrorists at Hiala and Obaru local government areas of Anambra State, as well as Ohozara local government area of Ebonyi State. Following a firefight, troops neutralized some fighters of the terrorists, arrested others, and rescued a kidnapped victim. They also recovered some arms and ammunition, including several IEDs and live cartridges. Similarly, on the 14th and 16th March, troops and a team from National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, while on fighting patrol, responded to information about criminal activities in Aniri and Enugu North local government areas of Enugu State, as well as Okigwe local government area of Imo State. They also conducted similar operations in Afepo North and Abaro local government areas of Ebonyi State and Anambra State, respectively. During the operations, many extremists were arrested, while a locally made pistol and live cartridges were recovered from them. Gentlemen of the press, senior officers, as we always say, the gallant men and women of the Nigerian Armed Forces will continue to carry out their constitutional responsibilities of protecting lives and properties of all Nigerians in line with our constitutional rules, rules of engagement, and code of conduct for conduct of internal security operations. Thank you.